Let's move on to medicine because the ladies are back. I thought this was a pretty cute episode. I thought it was cute.
It was
Um,
good.
yeah, it was. I wasn't really open to having Quad back on the show for real, for real. I'm like, I want to see Quad, but I'm actually liking what Quad is bringing in the first episode. It seemed like she more than just a friend of the show, I guess. So we learned about her nephew. I didn't know her brother passed away, so that was interesting to hear. I was like, dang, her brother passed away. Like, because I was when they did the flashback, I said, oh, that's her brother's child. But then we find out that he passed away. So that was really sad. I'm not gonna lie, I got misty eyed, felt really bad for that baby. But her mom is now living with her. So that's good. So I mean, I don't know if we're gonna see Quad. They ain't no doctor or anything, but that would be nice if she's gonna be on the show. I wouldn't mind seeing that. But it seems like we're gonna get more into like her family life and the stuff she got going on. The next thing I wanted to highlight was Toya. I don't know why Toya keeps bouncing from house to house. I do not get that. It's giving keeping up with the Joneses. And as soon as Anila moved in last season, it's, oh, I want to go and get the bigger house. I want to have a much bigger house. I'm going to put this house on the market. But I guess she ended up selling that house within a year. So what did y'all think about Toya always having to shift it, change it, rearrange it? And I'm surprised Eugene's not woe out yet because he the one that's really taking care of everything.
I think that's why they moved because he is wore out. I think it just didn't add up to me. The math is not math. That I understand equity is one thing,
Mm.
but if you spent damn near 2 years to build the house, why live in it for 9 months and only get a year's worth of equity out of it when you could have got 2 years worth of equity, 3 years worth of equity out of it? And
Right.
if you built that house from the ground up, why didn't consider a yard if that's the reason why you're moving? So it don't make sense to me. I think that they can absolutely afford the house, but I think that it's requiring them to budget versus getting a house that they could just pay without thinking about. Like I'm
Mm.
sure these people got money, but why get into a house that's causing you to budget? Plus, they were fresh in the house when the pandemic happened, and they like Toya's money from Married to Medicine might have provided a cushion in that house.
Yeah.
Maybe they had a plan for her to actually start a business so that money could be a cushion instead of just relying on Eugene. And because of the pandemic, maybe they didn't know when they was going to film again. So I think it's definitely more than what they said, but I think she got a cute excuse as to why they sold and are now renting.
Yeah.
Um, I'm sorry. Besides Quad, I don't care about Quad coming back. I don't know why people be acting like it's a bad thing. Because she's not married to a doctor no more. Child, ain't none of the basketball wives married to nobody. They still there. It's not about that anyway. At this point, what else is going on? Toya in them houses. Yeah, I don't know. It don't make sense. It's giving robbing Peter to pay Paul. It's giving keeping up with the Joneses. It's giving fronting. Okay, it's giving projection. It's giving sad. It's giving, are we deepening our pockets, or are we, going to the poorhouse? Which one are we doing? I don't know. But I'm glad they're taping.
I am too. Anila's husband, that man is stressed the hell out. He is stressed out, and I do not blame him. Because he does more to me. Well, in my opinion, I could be wrong. I mean, I guess, child. Well, he probably neck and neck with Eugene for real, with providing for the household, and then for y'all to go over the budget of what was supposed to be. And
About
honestly, Anila,
1.5.
the one you say
About
what?
one about 1.5 million over the
That's
budget.
a lot. That
Yep.
is a lot. And she ain't bringing in nothing like nothing.
She
I feel
furnished
like
the whole house. That was it.
that's crazy to me. And she new to Married to Medicine. So I don't even know like what are you really making? I don't think she making what Toya making. Toya
I'm
can at
trying
least
to
help
know
out.
I'm trying to understand how she used her social media to furnish that whole house, because I need to know her ways.
Shit, that's what I said. I need to find out right now. I
How?
was wondering if it was a situation of like people sending her furniture, but then I also wondered if it was um, the affiliate links because you get credits every time somebody
Yep.
purchases. So I wonder if it's a combination of the money that she made off of affiliate links too.
They said she per post, pay per post. So I feel like for the furniture, as long as she was posting it, she was probably getting paid. Or like, take it and post it and you good. Hilarious.
It's making me think about brand ambassador work.
Yep.
So when you do brand ambassador work and you go to different locations or whatever the case is, now it's evolved because now they have Instagram, right? But when you do brand ambassador work, you do get those items for free as long as you're constantly being out here promoting it. So I'm sure that they probably gave her that stuff for free. And then she probably, I feel like, I don't know, it could be twofold. And I'll tell y'all that. But anyway.
Okay, girl. What's on the bag?
I think that it could be twofold, but I'm thinking that they probably gave her that furniture as long as she constantly promotes them, likely for free, right? However, my homegirl used to work for the Container Store, and they actually do contracts. Ooh, maybe saying too much. Anyway, they actually do contracts with influencers where they will pay you, and then you also get their product. So when I think of that, she could be getting both. She probably worked out a contract with that particular company where they'll send her stuff out, and then she'll probably just send her, the free items on top of paying her a monthly paycheck as long as she puts so many posts up on her page every day. She could just take a normal picture because she's an influencer, and all she got to do is just tag whatever she got in the background. But somehow she got up off that Instagram and got into the corporate sector to be able to get a contract directly with this particular company. So I think that's probably she on some stuff like that. So I can't be mad at her. At least she furnished the whole house. At least they ain't have to spend another 1.2 million on that. Definitely would give her that.
Research.
Did y'all see the new? You say what?
Nothing.
You need to do something. Do what you gotta do, girl. Did y'all see the new woman, the new attorney? I didn't. I forgot her name. Audra. I think it's Audra. Did y'all catch her? It was like a light little introduction. It looked like she coming in as Heavenly's friend.
Yeah, I thought that in the previews for the fight in this upcoming season, I thought that was Quad, but someone in the comments said that that's actually Audra that's going to fight Toya.
Mm-hmm. That's going to be her. Yep.
Huh.
They're going to be
I don't know, just based off, I don't know nothing about her, but if I had to guess, I would say I think I like her.
Okay, cool. Dr. Contessa, she's over here working on being in the fitness world again. Seems like her and her husband are back on one accord. They seem much happier than they did last season, but I'm like, has it been enough time? Did he really learn what he needed to learn? I mean, I don't know. It is making me wonder about, Dr. Heavenly feel like it was fate.
He didn't. I think they found a better way to manage their perception. I think they let shit get too out of control last season. I do think that he's done a little bit of work, but I don't think it was anything real, only because when he was talking to the men, he said there's been miscommunication and malinformation, but I still didn't feel like he took accountability for the part he played. Like, are you saying malinformation on your end to your wife? Because then we would just call it a lie. Lies. Or are you saying malinformation, meaning other people were telling your wife misinformation? It was just weird. He was just talking like a scammer to me. Kind of the same way he was talking to her whenever he was explaining the life coach last season. So,
for me, I feel like Contessa still seems unhappy. And I also didn't like the way her children, especially her daughter, came running over with her energy kind of the same as Scott's toward the trainer. Like, what you doing by my mom? Like, why are you even, as a young child, why are you even computing that man being by your mom like that? And it makes me feel like Scott does way too much of the communicating with the children, how he feels about Contessa. And I think we saw him do that before, like in the car with them when she was going to school. And it caused issues because the kids are basically responsible for his emotions. So they have his feelings toward what Contessa was doing. So I'm looking at that when she runs over. I was just kind of like, I don't know what the fuck that was about, but that made me feel
a good point, Andy.
Yeah, it made me feel like, especially when Contessa said in case she needs to, take care of herself, or in case
she said I'll be in good shape to leave if I need to.
Yes, which made me feel like it's still a part of the it ain't fixed. It ain't fixed. I don't think it is at all. And it's sad because I feel like Contessa doesn't really want to be there. I don't think she wants to be there, but I think she has put herself in a box in her mind.
Not a box in her mind. Damn. What are y'all thoughts? Say what?
That's it. That's what we do.
Well, she's currently not speaking to Heavenly because of the things Heavenly had to say. I do think Heavenly, she might do have to tone it down over there on the IG, because you be on the show. I'm sorry, not the IG, but the YouTube. You be on the show, and then you come on YouTube, and then you be dragging these folks. And you be saying these people are your friends. She even said stuff about Quad. I do think that when it comes to that, she might want to ease up off of that just a little bit. Now I do think, like, okay, yeah, that's Heavenly. We all know that's Heavenly. That she gonna do that anyway because that's just how she is. But at the same time, these are your friends, and you over here playing these people down to the social media. So I wonder if it's gonna come a time where she gonna have to get off of the tube. Maybe not, because she been on here for so long. A few years? She said 5, but I don't think it's been on 5 years now.
Really?
I mean,
yeah, I don't think it's been 5 now.
For me, I feel like she definitely could pull back a little bit on the way she talks about them, because she does talk about them with reckless abandon. But at the same time, I kind of feel like, Contessa, didn't you go on YouTube to talk about everybody else with her? And didn't you also say that you live in a volatile situation? So I'm trying to understand exactly what Contessa is upset about. Are you upset about specific things that have been said? Or are you upset, period, because she talked about you? Because you were fine with her talking when y'all were talking about the other women. And on top of that, I feel like if you're in a volatile household, then something going on is abusive. Be real. You said that yourself. So I honestly feel like she taking her feelings about Scott out on Heavenly, because you know who Heavenly is, and even though Heavenly mouth is terrible, I still feel like she is like upset, and I feel like it's more so her issues with Scott than it is her issue with Heavenly.
I had no idea she was on live with Heavenly.
Yeah, she was. She was. Paul Heavenly. Anything else about Mary as to medicine worlds?
Oh, somebody said something I won't comment on. Somebody said, so it's okay for Candy to do it, but not Heavenly. I feel like Candy knows how to do this. Okay. Candy talks, but Candy says shit about the people she don't give a fuck about. When it comes to her and Kenya, she'll say, that's my friend. We beefed out right now, but that's still my friend. She'll talk about her the way women talk about their friends, who they care about, but they're going to be honest and say they got an issue right now.
Right.
For me, it's not the same. And also, I feel like Candy has a lot of couth that Heavenly doesn't have. Just saying.
I agree. Yeah, that's the perfect explanation. Or if Candy want to go in on somebody, she invite her friends to do it.
Good night.
She do.